This is Matthew McConaughey.
Natalie Portman.
James Patterson.
Michael Ian Black.
And you are listening to
Five Questions
with Dan
Schawbel.
Juicy J, welcome to Five Questions.
Thank you for having me, man.
What drew you to read about the music industry as a teenager, and what did you learn that helped you navigate it?
I just figured it's kind of weird. I just figured I was just gonna be this big star, so I knew how to like rap and write songs and stuff like that. So I was telling my mom, she was a librarian. I was like, yo, I got to know about the business. I just wanted to be more educated about the whole situation. I love music so much, so I want to know everything, not just how to play a piano, not just how to play guitar or any instrument. I wanted to know the whole thing, the business, the publishing, the management, the production. So I read all those books, and it just made me smarter, you know.
Well,
And
more artists should do it, right? Because it's called the music business.
Yes.
You need the business with the art form.
Yes. It's not called business music or music business. Yeah.
And that's where a lot of artists trip up, right? They go their career and they don't realize maybe they signed the wrong contract. Maybe they have the wrong people around them.
Yeah.
Maybe they make the wrong decisions that lead to them not reaching the success that you have. So getting educated helped you long-term.
Yes. And it's like when I first seen the first contract, I knew everything. I knew about the production, I knew about the executive, the points. I knew it was like amazing. I was like reading that joint. I was like, man, I know all this stuff that I read in the book, and it inspired me, So I challenged those contracts. When they asked me, they was like, yo, you selling all your publishing? I'm like, no. You know what I mean? We want masters, we want this, we want that. But I came from the 90s. We did our deal back in the 90s, so it was different. So like I said, we own a lot of the masters. Some of the stuff we don't, But you live and you learn. We came out on top though. We own 100% of the publishing.
What was the genesis of forming the 3-6 Mafia, and how did you decide to eventually go solo?
Man, we just 3-6 Mafia started out with like almost 20 people, and we was just thinking about narrowing the group down to like 6 people, like the best 6 we felt that fit the group, and everybody else is like solo artists, like Project Pat, Gangsta Black, actually Gangsta Boo is in 3-6 Mafia, but rest in peace. She wasn't going to be in the group at first. She was going to be like a solo artist because she could, she could rap so well and do her own thing. So we felt like she could just hold her own down. But eventually, when she was rapping with us, she just became the 6th member. It was actually 5 members. It was first 20, then it was 5, and then it was 6, and then it went from there. And as far as my solo situation, that kind of happened like accidentally. Like I wasn't really planning on being solo. I never looked at myself as a solo artist. I was actually scared for people just to hear me by myself. I was like, man, I need Paul. I need Boo. I need to be in a group. Like I'm not a solo artist like that. And I was just like making mixtapes, really trying to like it's around 2008, really trying to keep the 3-6 Mafia buzz going, because our buzz and our popularity had kind of died down around 2007, 2008. We weren't really making the right kind of music. People weren't really feeling our music no more like that. We were still getting shows, but we weren't as popular as we was. Music has ups and downs. So we was on our downtime, and I was out here. I actually paid I spent over almost 200,000 just street team videos, traveling. I went everywhere trying to pass out mixtapes, and I was making mixtapes at the time by myself. It was just like solo mixtapes, but I was still like Juicy J. I was still writing on the mixtape like Juicy J or 3-6 Mafia. Check out our albums, check out our new music, trying to promote that. But what's crazy, as I was putting those mixtapes out, it generated a buzz without me even knowing. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just doing stuff and releasing songs. And Columbia was calling me, because we were signed with Columbia at the time. And they was like, yo, they was calling Paul like, yo, tell Juicy to stop releasing free music. And Paul told me, and I was like, man, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Because I just felt like, I was like, man, look, I'm on the road. I'm doing something. I'm really hustling. I'm trying to get this name back up. Like, I just felt like they weren't helping us to do it. So I was just throwing out mixtapes. And all of a sudden, man, Bands Will Make a Dance was one of the songs on my mixtape that got real super hot. And then I had my, longtime friends like Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz jump on the remix, and it just took off. It was like the #1 song in Atlanta. And then Columbia called me up. They was like, hey, we want to talk about the 3-6 Mafia album. So I went to a meeting, and as I walked into the meeting, every intern was playing my mixtape, and my A&R was looking at me like, see, they love your music, man. They love your music. They still love your music. So I sit down. I was like, okay, what's up with 3 6 Mafia? They say, hold up a second, man. What's up with Juicy J? Man, this Juicy J movement you got going on is big, man. Like everybody's playing your music. And they was like, well, we'll deal with the 3 6 Mafia after we deal with the Juicy J situation.
Oh no, absolutely. But I think we should touch on this too. It's again, it comes with this theme of, hey, it's the art and music and the business. You understood that, the importance of branding, the importance of creating interest, and now they call it virality, because that leads to, studios and various other, gatekeepers and business people taking interest in you because no one can ignore you.
Yeah, because they kept seeing me. I was throwing out videos. Man, I was dropping videos like almost every other week. 2-3 videos a week. I would go anywhere. I go to the bathroom and shoot a video. I go to the club, shoot a video. I'm on a plane, shoot a video. And just dropping music. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I pull over like $200,000 out of my own pocket. I wouldn't get none of the money back. I was like, man, I'm about to retire. Fuck this shit. But like I say, it's in my book, man. You got to read the book. It's a lot of interesting things in the book about the business, about the ups and downs in the business, and everything, man. I lived an amazing, crazy life.
And speaking of the book, why did you decide to release your memoir now? And how were you able to work on your new albums at the same time?
Man, man, I was just, my mom was sick, and I just felt like I just need to just start just opening up to people and letting people see like really what's going on in my life. Because I meet so many, fans and stuff. They just think I smoke weed all day, and man, I got a real life. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I got family. I go through real life things, and my mom, she passed away a year ago, and it tore me apart, and I just started writing my book, man. You know what I'm saying? And still hurts me to write today. I started writing my book and just kind of like just trying to educate the people, man, about certain things in life and the stuff that I went through as far as like mental issues. I had a lot of crazy mental issues. I wasn't eating. I was trying to, I was trying to lose weight, and I wasn't eating, and it's a lot of stuff that I was going through, man. Growing up as a kid, living in North Memphis, all the gunplay and the crazy police and all the stuff that was going on out there in Memphis in the streets. I'm out there trying to duck and dodge, all that kind of stuff. It was very, very super dangerous. So, I wrote this book. I just felt like I was in that space, just tell people what I went through, and I was dealing with my mom passing at the same time, and it just, it was tough, man. And I was recording, and I did this album called Mental Trillness. It was like as soon as my mom passed away, I was recording it then because I was seeing her pain, so I was just recording it because I was really going through a lot of mental issues at the time. And then when she passed, I dropped this project called Mental Trillness, and just like I'm talking about a lot of different things. I'm not just talking about partying and getting trippy. I'm talking about real life situations. I got songs on there called I'm Stressing. I got records on there called Drink to Escape, The Help You Need, stuff like that. So I've been going through a lot of just stuff from my past and future, and just thinking about a lot of things, and yeah, man. And what's crazy though, dropping this book, I wasn't even thinking about 50 years of hip hop. That wasn't even a thing I didn't even on my mind, and it's like it all connected. Kind of weird.
It's timing. But what it seems like, the book and the music and everything you do, they're all outlets for you, and they help you cope with what you're going through, and also inspire people and also educate them, right? To understand kind of the industry, and a lot of what you deal with can be applied to a lot of industries, right?
Yep. Did you read the whole book?
Almost. I'm a very slow reader. I have my own books too, and
yeah.
It's a labor of love, and they take a very long time.
yeah, it takes a minute. You know what I'm saying? I read it on big, and I still read it right today, like because I know every time you write something, you are like, oh, I forgot to say this, or I missed this, or something, But yeah, man. My book is really interesting, man. It's a really good experience. Anybody and you ain't got to be in the music business to really understand this. I talk about life. I talk about religion. I talk about, money issues. I talk about everything I went through as a kid. Drugs and how much drugs was that was the thing to do back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like I had so many times I could have been dead, shot, robbed, or I've been in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing so much crazy things coming up out of Memphis. So it's an educational book, man. Like I say, man, it really, you know, when you finish it, you're gonna be like, oh wow, man, you're gonna read that joint again and again and again and again. It's something there that can touch everybody, even if you're not in the music business. It's gonna touch your heart.
I love that. And I really want to unpack your mentality. How do you describe the hustler spirit and how has it helped you accomplish your goals?
I never stop working, man. I'm the type of person, man. I don't let nobody stand in my way. I just go, man. Like I'm not a quitter. You know what I'm saying?
Me
Like
neither.
I had
I can
so many
relate.
doors. Yeah, I've had so many doors slammed in my face, fake people in and out of my life, and I don't really take nothing personal, man. I just keep going. You know what I'm saying? I just, man, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. You know, I'm just not gonna stop. Like that's just my thing. And like I can't.
Well, it
Even
goes
like
back to your origin story about how you always knew you were going to be very successful. And so
yeah,
anyone who would say no to you, you'd want to prove them wrong and also validate yourself and how you always thought of yourself.
yeah. Hey, you summed it up, man. I should be interviewing you because
And
that's how it went.
what's your best piece of career advice?
My best piece of career advice, you know, it's wild out here, man. Keep your nose clean too. It's a lot of things. Keep your nose clean. Keep God first, man. Like a lot of things, man. Stay prayed up. Just try to stay focused, man. We get so unfocused out here. You know, we get this success and fame, and then all of a sudden it gets to our head and we get focused. And that's what happened to me. You know, I won an Oscar, man. Thought I was motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, Michael Jackson out here, man. I was I was out here standing on people and everything, you know what I'm saying? And it's just it's an experience I went through, but you can't never let materialistic stuff just take you over. Like money is good, you know, buy a car, buy a chain. Go to church, man. You know what I'm saying? I pray. Call your mom up or call your dad. Go spend time with your loved ones or something like that, man. Just don't let, you know, this materialistic stuff get to you because it'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? It'll kill you mentally. It'll kill you physically. It'll chop you down, man. You know what I'm saying? If you let it get to your head, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's great advice. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man.